Hey, what's up, y'all? Um, Today is January 8th, and it's my first day back at work. And you know what that means? That means it's time to break the camera back out again. We took a little break, had a little break to go home for Christmas and New Year's. And man, I ain't never been so ready to come back to work. Not to get away from home or nothing like that, but man, I feel like I sleep so much better. I live better when I'm on the road, when I'm doing stuff that, actually getting some things done. Even though I did get some things done around the house that I wanted to. I got me a deer stand completed. Well, just about completed. Got a few more things you got to do to it. But anyway, today, what I had on my mind was coming and talking to y'all about the seasons. Well, actually, about attitudes about the seasons. So basically, as we all know, you got different seasons throughout the year. And the way you respond to them is basically what I mean about the attitude. Like you can be pissed off that it's wintertime, but wintertime is still going to come. You can hate the hell out of summer, but hey, it's coming. For you to get in line with them and know, hey, that these seasons are coming again. Expect them to come. Not being surprised by them, it puts you in a completely different boat or category of people, I should say, when it comes to life. Okay, for example, you got people out there that don't even prepare. They don't go get jackets. They don't go get wood for firewood. They don't do the necessary things to prepare for winter, so that when winter gets here, like, you got a whole dysfunctional plan. Like, it's just not working the way that you want it to. And what made me even think about this morning was the fact that I was talking to my girlfriend, and she was saying that she didn't have, it crossed her mind the other day to quit working because it got so cold and it was just like almost unbearable. And I can understand exactly how she felt. Like, as it was coming out of her mouth, I put myself in her shoes because I've actually been there before, to where I was working a job and it was freezing cold, and I'm just like, man, this ain't even worth it, bro. Like, I like making this money, but I'd much rather be at the house out of all this cold weather and, feeling good or whatever. So we talked about it for a minute, and obviously she didn't quit. She didn't give up because she's still on the job. And that's what kind of led me to talk about it this morning. The fact that, she didn't give up. And our conversation went kind of like, look at all the people around you that are still working. Like, it's something keeping them out on the job. So maybe go and talk to them and find out what it is that they doing that keeps them to a point to where, like, they can get through this. I talked about this on another video one time about me working at the chicken plant and how I hated messing with the cold frozen chicken in certain rooms that we went in. I love the cold, don't get me wrong, but some rooms you went in, your fingers just froze up, especially when touching that cold meat. And it bugged the hell out of me to the point to where, I couldn't quit because I was on work release. But at the same time, I did get to a point to where I kind of figured it out, like how to get up out of that room but still be working at the same company and not have to go back to the jail because I quit my job or something like that. I just kind of maneuvered and learned how to work the system, so to speak. So, and that's basically all I was trying to get her to understand, is how, you can work this system. You can use this system to your advantage. If you know the ins and outs, you know how it works, you can pretty much get through anything in life. So I told her, like, check with some people and see what's working for them or what's not working, and use it to your advantage. Instead of quitting a job, just go and find out, hey, this guy might have on a heated vest. He might have on some heated gloves. Or, they may be taking breaks, jumping in the cab every 10, 15 minutes and jumping back out. And that's why you feel like, you freezing your butt off because you sit out here all day long. But whatever the case is, that was my whole that was my whole deal, to get her to, figure out a different strategy, something that will work for her. And yeah, I think that, that approach to life will help you through um, a lot of things, a lot of situations. If you stop looking at a situation, let's use a completely different situation. You don't want to walk down this road because there's a mean pit bull that gets after you every time you walk this way. Does making it to your destination actually require you to go down that road, that particular road? Or can you make a block around where that dog is and jump back in on that road and make it on to work? Some people give up because of that dog, and they say, hey, I'm not going through that. I'm quitting the job. It just ain't even worth it. And I agree. It makes everything else so much more not worth it. Like when you got a situation that's impeding or that's keeping you from getting to where you need to get to, it just makes everything so much harder. So I don't blame a person for wanting to give up. But at the same time, you got to look on the other side. You got to look on the optimistic side of things and see, hey, I can figure this out. If I can just maneuver around that issue or whatever it is, get over it or get under it or get through it, gold is right on the other side. Like, and for her, I told her, hey, you may want to look into getting you a heated vest or something, or a heated jacket. And without even thinking, this morning I got on TikTok, a coworker walked up to me and he was like, man, I got this heated vest the other day, but it fits me like a large and I need a 3X. I'm probably just going to give this to my son. So immediately I asked him, like, where you get the vest from? And he told me, and I've seen heated vests in different places. I particularly like the Milwaukee kind because I trust Milwaukee. I mess with Milwaukee tools and everything. So I might as well have the jacket. But anyway, he told me he got it off of TikTok. So he told me man, life is full of these situations like this, because I'm about to tell you another one. It's not as big as the first one that I told you, but it's the same thing. He told me, hurry up and get you one off of TikTok. Or maybe I wouldn't even go on TikTok and get it. I go on Temu or whatever it's called and try to get one from them, because you don't know what's going to happen with this TikTok stuff by the 20th. And in the back of my head, I said, you know what? Everybody's going crazy about this TikTok shutting down thing. And I personally don't feel like it's going nowhere. Like, I don't feel like it's going to get shut down. So I went on and placed my order on TikTok. Will it get shut down? I don't know. Will my order make it? I don't know. But at the same time, I recognize, the issue that somebody was pointing out. And it's not, everybody's pit bull is not the same. That to me is a small price. Like I spent maybe $50 total because I got us some gloves too. But I guess I'm taking a chance by getting it off of TikTok, since TikTok might be banned on the 20th, but whatever. But yeah, it's the same deal. People hear or see bad news or something like that, and they just freak out and go the opposite direction of what they was going. Me, I tend to want to take a challenge head on, whether it's weather, whether it's, trying to figure something out, especially when it's weather, man. I learned to love the wintertime to get through the rest of the year. Like the summertime used to be my favorite part of the year, but now it's wintertime. Like I can't wait until it's cold outside and I can, not have to turn the AC on or not have to, be sweating. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be cool and laid back. I can sit here in this truck all day long, and the sun, the heat from the sun is going to heat me up to where I don't have to turn the AC on, or I can step outside and get cool again. But, I started looking at the benefits from winter and what it could do for me versus the takeaways, versus the negative things that people want to throw up and stuff. So just a little, bit of advice this morning. I ain't trying to go overboard with it or nothing like that, but just a simple tip. You know what I'm saying? Hey, start embracing the things that you run from or the things that you are afraid of, and sooner than later, you can get control of it and move on to bigger and better things, because these are just roadblocks, man. And they become permanent if you allow them to become permanent. Me, I look at obstacles and I already see myself completing them. And that's why I come out on top with most of them. Not to brag or not to throw it in anybody's face, you know, who can't figure this type of stuff out. But this is basically what I'm trying to show you, how to figure it out when it comes to most things in life. I'm not saying that this is going to work for every single thing, but me personally, I feel like I blast through every challenge, every single thing that comes my way because of my attitude and the way that I look at things. So start looking at challenges as a building process. Like, this is making you better. If you can get past this challenge, you're better than that challenge. So, you know, if you cower down when a challenge comes, then hey, at some point that challenge is probably going to resurface, or you're going to end up regretting not facing it head on later on, and then have to do it again. So do it the first time, get it knocked out, get it done. That's all I got to say, man. I hope y'all have a nice, beautiful, wonderful day. And I hope y'all got something out of this. I hope somebody at least got something out of this, something positive, and can move forward in their life in a positive direction, man. I hope y'all have a good day, even better year. I hope to see y'all guys on the other side. Peace out.